Yes. Excuse me, sir? Excuse me, sir?
Hello writers, it is Christmas Day, and as you can see my hair is a little bit messy from the beach. Now you might be wondering why I was at the beach on Christmas Day, and that's because my family is half Puerto Rican, which means we get to spend Christmas in Puerto Rico, which is pretty awesome. If you're jealous, you should be. That also explains why you can probably hear the coquilles in the background of this video, and why I'm not in my normal setup. It also explains why this camera might be a little shaky. I'm holding it in my hand because I think my dad probably would have killed me if I tried to stuff my ring light into my suitcase. So since I'm on vacation this week, obviously I won't be doing any crazy writing challenges. I might save one of those for next week. However, just because I'm on vacation doesn't mean no writing has to get done. In fact, I find being in Puerto Rico to be super relaxing, and as a result, I kind of feel more inspired to write than I have in a little while. So I think what I'm going to do this week on vacation in Puerto Rico is take a break from my normal projects and just work on some different short stories and see how it goes. The key here is I'm only going to write when I feel like it. I'm not going to set any goals, set any pressure. If by the end of this video I've only written 100 words, that's awesome. But yeah, for some reason, whenever I'm in Puerto Rico, I just feel super inspired to write, so we're not going to let that inspiration go to waste. Maybe it's just that I'm in a better mood when I'm here. It could also be that I do a lot more reading here on the beach than I normally do in my everyday life, so it might just be that reading is inspiring me to write more. Like I said before, no goals, but hopefully I have a short story by the end of the week. So I only wrote about 45 words today. Yeah, not a super productive day, but it was not a super productive day, but I was pretty tired from the waterfall, so at least I wrote something. It's also been a little hard, even though I'm trying to let the reins loose and just have fun with short stories. It can be difficult to brainstorm ideas, but I think going around and doing stuff is helping me brainstorm some different ideas. I'm trying to write some comedic short stories, so tomorrow we're going to the beach, so I'll have more time to read on the beach, and that kind of helps me brainstorm a little bit too. But again, this is vacation, so production is not the forefront of my concerns. I'm not going to get upset at myself for only writing 45 words. It's better than nothing, and sometimes you just have to write a few words to get the ideas flowing. Also, it's been a little tough to sleep because every time I try to close my eyes, this little guy tries to pounce on me. He's cute though, so I'll forgive him. And he likes to read. Say hi, Leo. So today I wrote about 100 words in the car before I fell asleep. So another one of these days that hasn't been really productive, but hey, I'm on vacation and that's perfectly fine. I also read a couple short stories on the beach, which was pretty nice. To be honest, one of the reasons I really haven't written that much on this vacation so far is I just don't really know what to write about. None of these ideas have really filled me with that much passion. I've been really struggling to come up with cool short story ideas. However, after watching the sunset, I came up with a pretty good one. The sunset overlooking the palm trees was super beautiful, and I thought it would be a pretty cool experiment to see how well I could describe it. But then, as I was thinking of a description in my head, I actually thought of the image of the sky burning and fire in the sky, which on one hand sounds pretty dark, but on the other hand, it reminded me of a story idea I had a while ago. It's about this planet where everyone thinks the world is going to end, so they all do all the things they would do if the world was ending, and then it doesn't end. And I thought of this idea a while ago, and I never really wrote it. I think one of the main reasons I never really wrote it was I couldn't think of a character interesting enough to center a book around for this idea. But looking at the sunset, I thought this would be the perfect idea to kind of center a series of short stories around different situations on this alien planet where characters thought the world was going to end, so they made an impulsive or bad decision, and now they kind of have to live with it and kind of following that idea. Some of them could be funny and some of them could have a more serious tone. I just really like this idea. So yeah, with the next 2 days, I'm gonna run with that and see where it takes me. Can I work on that? Please? Come on, Leo. There we go. What did you press? Oh boy. Cut it out, cut it out, cut it out. So today was my last full day in Puerto Rico. I'm filming this in the bathroom because I don't want to wake anyone up. But I basically only wrote like 52 words in the car before I got distracted. I also made this cover for the short story idea I was talking about, where there would be an apocalypse that doesn't happen, and then the alien creatures would be trying to decide what to do after nothing happens. It's not a great cover, but it's also something that I would post on Wattpad, so it's not really a big deal, and it kind of gets the point across, so I say it's good enough. Today I totally intended on writing more once I got home. However, the drinks we got at the beach were a lot bigger and stronger than I thought they were, so that wasn't gonna happen. No complaints on my end though. Since I leave in the evening tomorrow, I'm not even gonna focus on writing at all. I'm just gonna enjoy my last few hours at the beach. And then once I get on the plane, I'm gonna try to read as much as I can because for some reason I really like to read on planes. I will say, I think this trip has been more productive than my word count will indicate because I feel like I've come up with a lot of ideas and I just feel more inspired to start writing once I get home than I did when I left this trip, which is awesome. I also will say I've read more on this trip than I have in the entire year, which on one hand is not great because I have not read that much on this trip, but it's nice that I'm starting to do that again and I'm enjoying it, so that's awesome. I always feel like I'm the most inspired to write when I'm doing some reading. But yeah, now it's time to get some sleep so I can enjoy as much beach as possible tomorrow. Look at that night sky. If that can't get me to work on my sci-fi projects, nothing will. So I didn't vlog on my last day here because I wanted to focus on spending time with family. For the majority of this video, I've been talking about the beach and waterfalls, but my favorite part about visiting Puerto Rico for the holidays is seeing my grandparents who live there. Now, even though I didn't vlog anything, I actually found time to read and write on the plane home to New York City. Ugh, New York, you can't see half as many stars in New York City. My final vacation stats were 1 book read, 11 short stories read, 513 words written, and 100% relaxation. Thanks for watching.